Welcome into the show. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are doing pan-fried chicken. We're gonna make our own little gravy. We're gonna do a great sausage, grits, great goat cheese we're gonna add to that. Man, we're also making a beautiful little Southern Sunrise Martini. We are using Southern Comfort in the dish. We are really just having some fun. We're gonna have a good time today. You guys, I'm so excited for you to be here. We're gonna jump into our kitchen and get busy. Man, welcome to Cooking Today. Hey guys, welcome into Cooking Today. We are rocking. We have our grits already going. We're gonna do a really nice skillet chicken, just a pan chicken, and we're gonna do a little gravy at the end, and I have grits going to go along with it. And I have just some ground breakfast sausage going in my pan over here, okay? And what I'm gonna do here is add my grits right to it. And it's 4 to 1. So they're 5-minute grits. It's gonna take a short amount of time. So I have 4 cups of water, 1 cup of grits. And I need to get this going. It's gonna take the longest here. We wanna make sure the grits are ready. We're gonna add a little cheese to them at the end. And while that's going, we're gonna bring that up to a temp. You see I got my pan smoking over here on the stove for our chicken. And I may just pull it off for 1 second while I get the chicken all set up. Today, I'm using Tyson. I'm using an Airline breast. You see, the Airline breast, they call it that because it's got the wing joint still attached to it right here. So, I mean, it's like an airline. It's an airline. What I'm gonna do is add a whole lot of pepper right here. Then I'm gonna come back and add a whole lot of salt. Thank you, Tones, for the beautiful spices. We're so grateful. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit of cayenne pepper. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in around, because I'm gonna use my hand and mix it up. I have the gloves on, I'll be okay. I'll give it a quick wash. Then just a little bit of granulated garlic, just like that. And I'm gonna get right in and just mix it up. I'll probably put a little bit more spice on top, okay? And then we'll just move that in. I know the oil is hot, you can hear it. And we're gonna add our chicken right to it. Try not to be afraid. There'll be a little popping. Skin side down. And I'm gonna say it just about every time we do this. It's gonna cool my pan down quite a bit. So we want to just make sure that we get a really good sear on the outside and get a quick wash. Okay, we have our chicken going, and then I'm going to come right back and season the top side real quick, just like that. Oh yeah. Okay, looks great. Those look great. And now with our grits, we want to make sure that we keep an eye on them and keep them moving. They are going to absorb the water so quickly. Okay, and they're 5-minute grits. We just want to make sure we get them up to a boil. Then we're going to add our cheese to them. Okay, we'll bring this guy in. We're going to need it for our chicken. What I'm going to do is go right into the oven with this. I'm going to sear these up on this side, and then I'm going to transfer them to the pan so we can make our gravy right in the skillet that we have here. Okay, and we're going to have our grits that are going to go on the side. We'll make a little gravy. You guys stick around. We'll be back in just a minute, and we're going to keep moving with our pan chicken and our grits. So hang on, we'll be right back. Airline breasts are available to you. And if you want to debone them and make them yourself, but they are out there. You can find those. They're really, really good. It's good to pan sear them. You can fry them. They work. Man, they're so good. The grits will always be 4 to 1, 4 parts water to 1 part grits. So however you're doing it, if you're using 2 cups of water, you only want to use about half a cup of grits. So just make sure your measurements are good. You can use 5-minute grits. There's nothing wrong with that. My mother would probably slap me on the wrist for using it because she always made her grits from raw grits, about 20-minute process. But she always had so many other things going on in the kitchen. And the spicy breakfast sausage and the goat cheese, such a good combination together. The spiciness is so good. Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for being with us on Cooking Today. We are going to keep on rocking with our pan chicken, with the pan gravy. I got the grits working over here, and I'm just going to let our oil just stick right around just for 1 second. What I'm going to do here, just take my knife and try and get into this goat cheese because I want to add half of that log right into my grits. And I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to take just a little bit of fresh parsley here. Set that out of my way. Just a small bunch. And I really want to ball it up small as I can get it. That way I can chop it as fine as I can, just bridging my fingers so I don't get cut. But I need a little bit of that in my grits also, okay? And so we have our spicy sausage, got our water, our cheese. Beautiful. This is going to be such a good dish. You guys are going to love this. Now, what we're going to do here, I'm going to get my towel and I'm going to pull my chicken breasts out of the oven. Check those babies out. They look so good. And I'm just going to let those rest just a moment right off to the side, just a second. Now, right to my pan here, it's got our oil in it and all those pan drippings. I'm going to add just a little bit of flour, just so it'll bind up. We're just making a little bit of roux right in our pan. And what I'll do, just mix it around. Come here, we're going to get all those drippings up, incorporate it, come right now with just a small amount of water. Make a nice gravy. Okay, we'll go ahead and add the rest. And it'll loosen up for you, okay? You just gotta make sure you get the water content right. We started with about a cup. We'll just let it loosen up. Okay, and the longer it heats up, the better off we are. And it's going to be like a blonde looking gravy, just as, you know, not quite brown, but not white either. Okay, and what we'll do here is just add a little seasoning to that, salt. Add some pepper and salt to it. Add just a little bit of fresh parsley to it. Okay. It's coming together great. And you see how thick it is right here in the middle. If you need to add just a little bit more water to it, you can. Get the consistency that you're looking for out of it. Chef wants to add just a little bit more water. We'll add just a little bit more. Okay, check that out. Now while that's working, I'm gonna make me a nice plate here. Okay, so take our grits, close that up, move it. Take our beautiful grits here. They look awesome. Look at that. We'll plate them up. I wish y'all could smell it. So good. Okay. We'll come here with our chicken. We'll go ahead and just put all these on the plate here. Looks great. Your family, your friends are going to love this dish. Boy, I promise you. Okay. Take our gravy. Go right over the top. It's perfect. Add a little bit of fresh parsley just for some color. Look at that. Look at that. That's pan chicken, pan fried chicken. That is pan-made gravy. These are sausage and goat cheese grits. You guys, stick around. When we come back, we're gonna make a nice drink that's gonna pair perfectly with our chicken. So come right back with us. So I wanted to make sure I clarify with the chicken. What I did was I seared it on both sides, probably 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and just got a nice sear, just seared in all those juices and those flavors. And then I transferred it to the sheet pan and put it in the oven. And for chicken like that, I'm always gonna set my oven for 400, especially if you don't have convection, you're just using dry heat. It'll help you get it done a lot faster if you'll set it to 400. And about 12 to 15 minutes, or until your chicken reaches 170 degrees on your thermometer. Man, it's just so juicy, so moist, just delicious with that skin on there. Just so good.